许多华人买投资房出租，那作为房东来讲，应该采取哪些措施避免被别人告上法庭呢？我们接下来就为您采访一下湾区著名的王密武律师。Attorney Wang, welcome. As a landlord, what precautions should I take to protect myself when I'm getting sued by other people?
Have insurance, property liability insurance, insurance that covers, tenants who want to sue you because they got wrongfully evicted, as they say. Always have insurance that covers all these different problems with renters.
Is it required by law for me to have insurance?
Of course not. But if you don't buy insurance, you're exposing yourself personally in case you get hit with a big judgment from a tenant who sues you, for example.
Sure.
Okay. And if you have a loan on your property, for example, the lending institution will require you to have insurance. Otherwise, they won't maintain your loan.
Right. Would the landlord policy pretty much cover most of the scenarios? Do I still need to get maybe additional like umbrella insurance in case I have a lot of assets?
Well, you get umbrella insurance whenever your insurance for, let's say you have an automobile insurance policy,
right,
for only $100,000, but you're getting sued for $1 million. Okay, that's why you need umbrella insurance in case your policy, whether it's your homeowner's policy or your auto policy, is exhausted. It reaches its limit and it can't pay out anymore. That's why it's also good to have umbrella insurance. That's specifically in the case whether you have a lot of wealth to protect.
Right.
You should have umbrella insurance.
If your tenant it may be getting involved in some illegal activities like selling drugs or planting marijuana, am I responsible?
You could be if you knew about it and you haven't done anything to fix that problem. But if you just discovered it, you need to basically tell the tenant to stop and desist, and you might have to report it to authorities if you really believe that that's what's going on. If you continue to let it go and someone else is complaining about it or some neighbor is injured by that, you could be held responsible because you let your tenant do that.
Right.
So whenever you find your tenant breaking the law, you should let the tenant know you believe he's breaking the law, and you should try to evict him. And if you can't, or if you can, still you might want to report it to authorities.
What if the tenant there's theft, some of the personal belongings got stolen? Is that going to come out of my landlord policy?
If the theft of the tenant's possessions is covered by tenant's insurance, then they're the first ones to go to. But if they don't have insurance and they threaten to sue you because of the theft, your insurance company will cover you on that, but they're not going to pay out anything to the tenant because they're going to tell the tenant that that's not caused by you, that's caused by a crime that came in and you couldn't prevent it anyway. So they're going to defend you on that, but they're not going to pay out any money to the tenant.
Now, as a landlord, do I have the right to require the tenant to have their personal insurance?
You can require that, but most landlords don't for whatever reasons. But you should try to get them to agree to that. It's if you do require that, you just put it down on your rental agreement saying that you need to show me proof that you have a minimum policy for rentals insurance in case something happens to your property.
Well, thank you so much.
本资讯由王明武律师事务所赞助提供。